I mean, you must take, I think a lot of people who believe in limited government and libertarian ideals, I mean, when you look at the popularity of Ron Paul, who those of us in the movement have been following him for decades, but I mean, over the past 5 years, he's emerged as, you know, one of the great national leaders of the debate, you know, in politics.
I like to think that Ron Paul is Barry Goldwater, and somewhere out there in the next generation is Ronald Reagan. There wasn't a Reagan Revolution.
Yeah,
it didn't happen the way we
So you want
thought it
somebody
would
to
happen.
come after Ron Paul and completely subvert everything that he actually stood for?
No, I want somebody to come after Ron Paul and perfect it.
Yeah. Sure.
Gary Johnson would like to accept the baton from you. Is it yours to pass, and are you willing to do that?
No, I don't have any power to pass anything.
Yeah.
You know,
do you support him?
I think he's wonderful, and I think he's doing a good job, and people should look at him, and every individual should make up their own mind.
Again, if you had to choose a running mate, one of the people on the stage with you, who would you choose and why? Governor Johnson.
Well, that would be the guy 3 down, Congressman Paul.
Oh my God, a libertarian.
Candidates, because only 3 candidates are going to be on the ballot in all 50 states. But I'm going to be the only candidate that wants to stop foreign aid where we have poor people in this country giving foreign aid to rich people in other countries.
Obamacare, actually believe that Romney is a fabulous candidate, then you should vote for him. I don't. Most of the stuff I disagree with Obama on, I also disagree with Romney on. To me, they're much more similar than they are to you.
I'm going to be the only candidate that wants to get out of Afghanistan now. Bring the troops home. Stop our military interventions. I am outraged by politicians that beat their chests against the terrorist threat, and that comes at a cost of tens of thousands of innocent people being killed in foreign countries, and it results in our men and servicewomen coming back in body bags or with their limbs blown off. This has to stop, and it has to stop now.
Because I believe that voting for the lesser of two evils in game theory will always lead to more evil.
I'm going to be the only candidate that wants to end the drug wars. Legalize marijuana now.
Country music legend Willie Nelson is endorsing former New Mexico Governor Gary Johnson for president in 2012.
I am going to be the only candidate that wants to repeal the Patriot Act, and I would have never voted for it in the first place. I would never have signed the National Defense Authorization Act, allowing for you and I, as U.S. citizens, to be arrested, detained, without being charged. This is why we fought wars.
If people truly want to rebel this year, then vote for Gary Johnson, the former governor of New Mexico, who's running with the Libertarians, who won't get any press coverage because mainstream media is also owned by the corporation.
It's a rigged game. It's a rigged game. Federal Reserve gives money to the banks for 0%. The Fed loans money, gives money to the banks. The banks buy treasuries, profiting off you and I with no risk whatsoever.
You have the most dangerous president since Abraham Lincoln, who wants to be reelected. You have a guy who, when he ran for the Senate, ran to the left of Teddy Kennedy. When he governed Massachusetts, governed like he was Mario Cuomo. Now that he's running for president, claims to be a severe conservative. And you have a lover of liberty by the name of Governor Gary Johnson. You decide.
Live free. Live free.
You're the guy that comes in, you get 2-3% of the vote. Mitt Romney loses. Are you okay with that? Are you okay being the guy?
Are you going to be okay with the fact, are you going to cheer over the fact that I cost Obama the election? Because that's actually statistically
That's what you
what's
think
coming
happens.
down.
You affect Obama, you don't
No, I
affect
think actually it's going to take equally from both sides.
right.
And I think people should vote their conscience as opposed to voting for the lesser of two evils. Okay.
There is another.